camouflage trim and the lion insignia on the shorts. We're ready to tip it away. It's Daniels and Markowski inside Pinnacle Bank Arena. Second game of the season for both teams. We're underway, controlled by Southeastern Louisiana. Pierre dribbling it up the court, guarded closely by Widener. Gets to the right side, step back move, crossing between the legs, surveying for options. Picks up the dribble, great hedge by Potts. Down inside they go. As Bell gets it back up top to Pierre. Swarming defense by the Huskers early. It's Bell looking for option. Shot clock down to 5. He's the mid-range. That one finds nothing and will trickle out of bounds. Huskers gain possession early.
Yeah, good team defense that time, especially against Jalencia Pierre. Not a big guard at just 5'5", so a little bit of a tough matchup.
Lady Lions open in a man press. Hake beats it easily, getting down the court, setting up the offense. Back up top to Potts. Swings it around the right side to Rimdahl. Looking for options down low. Back up top to Widener. Guarded closely by Pierre. Inside to Markowski. Up with the left hand, too strong. Rebound by the Lady Lions. Horn outlet quickly to Patton. Back up top to Pierre. Quick crossover move. Kick out to Patton. Left wing trigger on the way. Too strong for everything. Rebound Callan Hake. As she makes Pierre stumble and fall. It kicks it back up top to Rimdahl. Widener looks at a triple. Decides against it. Nana Hake driving towards that left elbow. Spins back. Step through. Finds Markowski on the low block. Denied. But a foul called against Taylor Bell. First free throw of the season for Markowski is up and good. Didn't shoot any in a double-double effort against the University of Nebraska Omaha. And she comes up short, only gets one of the two. And here come the Lady Lions pushing the pace. Pierre sets up the offense at the top of the end. Swinging around to the left side, guarded closely by Widener. Back up top it goes to Alexis Horn. Quick hedge by Markowski. Now over to Bell. Top of the key, trigger on the way. A little off to the right, rebound by Callan Hake. Hake looking to set up the offense now to Widener. Dump it inside to Markowski. Faces heavy, contesting, count the bucket. No, it's an offensive foul against Alexis Markowski.
Good defense so far by the Lady Lions.
Here's Pierre now to the freshly checked in Lexi Alexander. To the middle for Patton, pull up mid-range, bingo! Patton finds the deuce. Lady Lions lead by one early.
And now look at this, a little bit of press defensively for Southeastern Louisiana, something the Huskers did in the opener against Omaha, trying to mix up the opposing offense a bit.
Trying to push the pace. Rimdahl up top now to Potts. Swing it over to the left wing for Widener. Dump it down to Potts. That one's picked off by Alexander. Here come the Lady Lions. It's Pierre. Scoop layup. Hits good. And the Lady Lions are getting out and running early.
Jalencia Pierre so quick with the basketball in transition. Not much that Alexis Markowski to do to catch up.
Rimdahl to Markowski. Now goes to Widener trying to set up the ball screen. Fakes it away from Pierre. Now driving in. Faces the contact. Right corner three from Rimdahl. Bullseye! Alberti Rimdahl nets the triple. We're all knotted up at 4.
Huskers' three-point shooting wasn't very strong in the opener, but already today we've seen one go down in the first few minutes.
6:35 left to play. We're all knotted up at 4 here in the first quarter. Pierre dribbles to the right side, guarded by the taller Widener. Over to Alexander. Pump fakes, jumper on the way, and that one finds the bottom. Lady Lions lead by a deuce again.
Yeah, Alexi Alexander is the definition of a bucket. Been in double figures the last 2 seasons before transferring here to play for the Lady Lions.
Back up top, it goes to Rimdahl. Pump fakes at the 3. She just hit the one in the corner. Widener driving back in. Lefty scoop is off the window and good. And Tyriana Sibley will check in for the Lady Lions as Logan Nisley gets her first action of the game alongside Kendall Moriarty. Jumper from the right wing is good. Alexius Horn able to shake Moriarty temporarily.
Nice little shot out of the out-of-bounds play.
That short corner as now Hake brings it back for the Huskers. It's Potts. Swings it over to Moriarty. Driving into the lane. Kick for Potts. Right wing triple on the way. Bullseye! Natalie Potts nets another. And the Huskers lead by 1. Alexander now up top for Barry. Barry faces the hedge of the newly checked in Petrie. Jumper from Alexander. That one's up and good. Hake fakes it a right wing triple to the trailing Potts for 3. That one a bit too strong for everything. Rebound is tapped around and controlled by Lexi Alexander. Here comes Barry, dump inside. Daniels, great position, tried to go up and was fouled immediately. Daniels from Miami, Florida. She nets the first one. Led the team in blocks last year. She is an interior force for this Lady Lions squad. As Daniels only gets one of the two rebounds, strongly controlled by Petrie. To the right side for Nisley. Up top to Petrie, looking for the duck-in pass. And she throws that one into a couple of waiting bystanders, and the Lady Lions will get the ball back.
Go back to that action a little bit later on today. Moriarty, a pretty good cutter to the rim when she's on the court.
Huskers haven't scored in 2 minutes and 7 seconds. Lady Lions 5 at their last 6. Hot start for Southeastern Louisiana.
Yeah, much different than we saw on opening day against Omaha, right, where Nebraska dominated pretty much from the get-go.
Great pass from Bell inside to Alexander, and she gets the deuce off the window. 9 seconds left on the shot clock. They're going to have to find one. Nisley, corner three, bullseye! Logan Nisley. Huskers have 5 turnovers. The Lady Lions of Southeastern Louisiana have 4. Quick three in the corner from Patton, bullseye! Ariana Patton from the right corner extends the lead to 4 for Southeastern Louisiana.
11 points in the opener, and right there she's able to strike from downtown.
Widener. And that one's tapped away by Patton. Here come the Lady Lions on a fast break. And an easy deuce for Jalencia Pierre.
Really cool to see players sticking around.
Thanks for that, Arden. Like you said, building a culture, Jake, is the big thing in college basketball. And Southeastern Louisiana finds themselves the lead in the early going. Now to Rimdahl, trying to find a shot. Hargrove top of the key, triple on the way, and she cans it. Amaya Hargrove, first triple of the season, falls.
Southeastern Louisiana to maybe get something up here.
So here comes Jalencia Pierre, already causing problems in the first quarter for this Husker squad. Back up top it goes on the pick and pop to Horn, driving in, bumping her way through the lane, through the contact of Bojan. No foul, no shot, no bucket. And that's how the first quarter will end.
And someone that the Lady Lions are definitely relying upon this year if they want to have another winning season.
As the Lady Lions open with the ball here in the second quarter, it's Jalencia Pierre trying to step back now, swings it around to Alexis Horn. The Lady Lions open up a 3-point lead. Nifty step through by Alexis Horn. A little do-si-do to extend the lead to 5.
And Nebraska brought in Kendall Coley for more defensive support out there on the wing, but she just got cooked right there all the way to the rim.
Coley swings it back to Widener. Skip pass to the corner. Rimdahl tees up the triple. Bullseye! Alberty Rimdahl, another triple to cut the deficit to 2.
2 shots, 2 threes for Rimdahl. She's been important early on as the Huskers try to make this comeback.
Pierre with the Lady Lions up by 2. She faces heavy pressure, having to work her way through the trees. To Horn. Skip to the corner. Patton triple on the way. Banks up the window. Great no-look pass from Pierre to a cutting Alexander, and another deuce for the Lady Lions. How about that give and go? Callan Hake pushing the pace down the floor. Back to Kendall Coley, up top to Bojan. Tees up the triple, and she nails it. Nothing but nylon for Petra Bojan as the Huskers draw to within 1.
She impressed with some long-range distance on opening day, and once again, Bojan cashes in from way outside.
So now Barry trying to set up the offense. The lead has shriveled down to 1. Alexander skipped to the corner. Sibley will tee up the triple. Another one falls for the Lady Lions as they extend the lead. So the Lions drop right back into full court pressure as Avery Berry picks up Callan Hake full court. 6:50 left to play. 25-21. Southeastern Louisiana leads. To a cutting Bojan on the inside from Potts. Lays it up with the right hand. No good, but a foul will be called. Bojan on the year has not attempted a free throw. She was a member of the under-18 team for the Croatian national team in the 2023-2020.
That's something Coach Williams has been doing pretty much since she's become the head coach of Nebraska.
Now the Huskers trail by 3, 6:38 left to play. Jalencia Pierre with the ball at the top of the key for the Lady Lions. Surveying around, guarded closely by Rimdahl. Now up top to Horn. She's guarded by Coley. Trying to scoop one up with a right hand and goes over the top of Coley to finish that one.
Strong drive. I mean, this Lady Lions team looks like they could be a Big Ten team right now, the way they're competing with Nebraska.
As Horn jumps over to try to intercept the pass to Bojan, tips that one out. An ill-advised pass from Natalie Potts. They're really trying to establish Southeastern Louisiana, trying to stop a Husker comeback. As Moriarty goes off the window off a great pass from Callan Haight to cut the lead to 3.
Great pass indeed. Kind of just a little pocket pass on the inbound. Bounce pass as well. Nice little finish from Moriarty, too.
As we tick under 6 to play. 5:57 to go in the first half. Pierre, stop and go move. Pull up Jay from the right side. That one does not fall. Rebound by Natalie Potts. Here come the Huskers in transition. Kick to Rimdahl. Trying to set up the offense again. As Rimdahl is hounded by Taylor Bell. Swarming pressure by the Lady Lions. Up top to Bojan. Will square the feet and fire again. Nothing but nylon from Petra Bojan as the Huskers knotted up at 27.
Now that seems to be her spot. 7 of 11 from downtown for Nebraska. The Huskers' three-point shooting only made 5 all game on opening night.
They've already surpassed that number. 7 for 11. As Kaylee Chamberlain puts that one too strong off the window. Here come the Huskers with momentum. Haight going against the smaller Pierre. Rimdahl pump fakes, now drives into the lane, tries to force a pass. It's picked off. Jalencia Pierre bursting into the front court. Up with the right hand and good, and just like that, Southeastern Louisiana slings the pendulum back in their favor.
Jalencia Pierre is a blur when she comes across half court. Callan Haight didn't even try to contest that layup in attempts to not foul.
Lady Lions up by a deuce. It's 29-27, 4:40 left to play here in the first half. Moriarty guarded closely by Bell. Now gets around Daniels, dump inside to Bojan, off the window and good. Petra Bojan helping the Huskers early. She's up to 9 points in the first half. What a contribution from the freshman.
Her only miss comes from the stripe to go along with the rebound as well. I mean, this is just such an impressive stretch off the bench from the freshman Bojan.
Huskers are 3 of their last 3. They can thank Petra Bojan for most of that. Spin move by Bell, up with the right hand and good. And just when you think they have them down and out, Southeastern Louisiana gives the counterpunch.
They only scored 35 the last time these teams matched up. I can't say it enough.
As dumped inside to Haight, a foul will be called against Jalencia Pierre. And they've dominated the stretches. Markowski has gone to the bench, piling up a lot of points. And Cheyenne Daniels has been dominant in long stretches as Haight misses the first of 2 for the Huskers. Split the difference. She'll take 1 of 2. 37.7% three-point shooter as she cuts the deficit to 1. So here's Avery Berry as the Lady Lions trying to close this one out late in the first half. Great slip pass inside the horn, off the window and good. What vision by Taylor Bell, and what a great set out of the timeout.
Taylor Bell, a fantastic pass. What a cut, and Southeastern Louisiana back up by 3.
They are not going away at all as Hake is pressured by Berry. Up top to Rimdahl, pump fakes at 1, back outside to Hake. Another pump fake, trying to drive inside, goes into a crowd. We can't state enough how impressive Southeastern Louisiana has looked in the early.
And they've looked confident. They've looked empowered.
As Hake misses the second. 16 on the shot clock. 1:42 to play as the Lady Lions of Southeastern Louisiana lead by 2. Horn inside, slip to Daniels, off the left side of the glass and good.
I was just about to say, got to get another touch to Cheyenne Daniels. Haven't seen her much offensively over the last few minutes, and right on cue.
Moriarty dump pass inside to Hargrove. Kick, it's intercepted. Avery Berry picks it off. As the Lady Lions come the other way, dive inside to Horn, trying to go up through a crowd. She doesn't get the bucket, but she'll get the courtesy foul.
Waves in tonight's game. She currently leads the Huskers with 9 points. She is from Split, Croatia, a member of the Croatian national team twice, and she's adjusted quickly this year. She arrived in Nebraska and started classes the next day.
We wind down to the conclusion of the first half. Hake trying to go one-on-one with Horn. Gets the switch on to Sibley. Hake now driving inside. Kick. Rimdahl for 3, and that one just swirls the iron and falls out. Pierre with 2 seconds, just a half-court heave on the way, just too strong. And that's how the first half will end. A strong showing here, Jake, from Southeastern Louisiana. For Southeastern Louisiana, they were able to speed up the tempo so much they got Alexis Markowski off the court. That was a huge factor in that first half. We'll see if the Huskers can control the pace in the second half. The Huskers open up with the ball, with Potts at it at the top of the circle. Dribbles around to the right side. She's stuck looking for options. Rimdahl inside immediately to Markowski they go. Spin move up with the right hand, short off the window. Offensive rebound. That one also no good. As Jalencia Pierre brings it up for the Lady Lions. Guarded by Widener. And it's tipped and intercepted by Rimdahl. Back over to Hake as she pushes the pace. Kicks it into the corner for Widener. Immediately down low to Potts. Scoop play up to the right side. She got it. As the Huskers cut the deficit to 4. Nifty up and under by Potts. Back to Patton. Dump it down inside to Lexi Alexander. Productive first half from her. Horn tees up the triple. She got it. Alexia's Horn extends the lead to 7.
She's now 5 of 6 from the field, Justice, with 13 points.
Potts with the response. Bullseye. Left wing triple from Potts to cut it back to 4. 40-36. 7:45 left to play in the third. She blurs her way into the front court. Jumper on the way. That one just short. And Callan Hake corrals the loose ball. Hake dumps it down to Rimdahl. That one knocked away by Ariana Patton.
Good analysis by you earlier in this half, Justice, where Markowski, they've been really going at her in transition.
As Avery Berry checks in for Pierre, Markowski muscles her way through the double team and cuts the deficit to 2.
But that's why you keep Markowski on the floor as much as possible. She can convert around the rim. That's her first made field goal of this ball game.
Down to the short corner for Alexander. Horn tees up the triple from the left side, just short. Loose ball, who's going to come up with it? Patton comes away with it. Horn dump inside. Daniels off the glass. It's good. 26 points in the paint for the Lady Lions. They lead by 4, 42-38.
Unselfish basketball all around for Southeastern Louisiana.
Markowski tries to put it through Daniels, and she will leave it just short. She'll have an opportunity to drop the deficit to 2 if she makes both.
And Daniels now the starting center tonight with her first foul.
Markowski goes 1 for 2 again. Nisley trying to corral it. Loose ball. Potts comes away with it for the Huskers. They keep an extra possession alive. Nisley pump fake and drive. Goes up with the right hand and sneaks it up and in like a thief in the night, Logan. Nisley slicing her way to the rim.
1 point deficit now, and the crowd here at PBA starting to feel it, Justice.
There's the raucous energy we've been waiting for. 42-41 lead. 5:48 left to play. Southeastern Louisiana leads. Long pass to Horn, dangerous area, dumped down inside. Alexander able to scoop that one in off the window.
The ball movement from these Lady Lions has been so impressive in this second half.
Inside it goes to Markowski. They're trying to feed the hot hand. Nisley in the corner for 3, just a bit too strong. And a rebound to Lexi Alexander of the Lady Lions.
Looked good out of the hands, pretty good shot as well. Nisley usually able to knock down those threes even when she's contested.
44-41, 5:15 left to play in the third quarter. Berry lobs it over the top to Patton. Now back to Berry, guarded by Rimdahl at the top of the key. Down it goes to Alexis Horn. Horn trying to muscle her way through Nisley as Alexander with a short wing jumper, no good. Rebound to Patton, another offensive rebound to keep the possession alive for the Lady Lions. Berry at the top of the key, 10 to shoot for the Lady Lions of Southeastern Louisiana. Alexander jumper from the elbow, and it ticks off the front of the rim, no good. Here comes Potts. And Potts being hounded by Patton, eventually able to get it into the safe hands of Rimdahl. Hake over to Nisley. Skip pass, Rimdahl. Potts, left wing triple on the way, bullseye! Natalie Potts has leveled us at 44.
Massive shot from Natalie Potts. That's now her third of the ball game. Talked about how she'd been working on that three-point range this offseason. She's 75% from deep here tonight.
Horn down inside to Alexander, knotted up at 44. Alexander muscles it through and silences the crowd. Potts over to Nisley. Inside it goes Markowski. Great positioning off the right window, too strong. And here come the Lady Lions. As Horn looking for a jumper, drives inside, scoops it up with the right hand, just short. Rebound, Callan Hake. As Hake poked from behind, trying to corral the ball, dumps it inside. Rimdahl left all alone, puts it off the glass for 2. We're leveled at 46. 3:25 left to play here in the third quarter. Justice Rode, Jake Straughn, Arden Lockheim, the third member of our crew, as it goes back to Alexis Horn on the other side. Now over to Tyriana Sibley. Down low to Daniels. Up top to Pierre. Pierre trying to muscle her way through. Horn pump fakes at it. She's got 3 to shoot. Got to dump it inside. Bell off the glass. Counted and a foul. Taylor Bell gets the bucket, the hoop, and the hole. At the line to shoot 1 extra, trying to extend the lead to 3. That one is nothing but nylon for Bell. 5'11" senior out of Shreveport, Louisiana. She knocks that one down. Gives the Lady Lions a 3-point advantage. 49-46, 2:56 left to play. Back over to Hake it goes on the right wing. Screen from Bojan. A skip pass into the corner for Nisley. Back up top it goes. Hake pump fakes at a 3. Gets Pierre on the back foot. Jumper on the way. Bingo! Callan Hake knocks the deuce, and the Huskers trail by 1 in the late going of this third quarter. 2:34 left to play.
Believe it or not, that's Callan Hake's first field goal of this ball game. She's played 23 minutes. Pretty unselfish basketball from her.
As Jalencia Pierre back to Horn. Triple at the top of the key. Nothing but nylon. Alexis Horn has 16, and the Lady Lions lead by 4.
Not let her get some of these shots off.
Here's Rimdahl looking for Hake. We got an offensive foul. Looks like one of the Huskers on that interior. Petra Bojan moved on the screen. 52-48, Southeastern Louisiana leads. Kick to the corner. Horn triple on the way. She's got the hot hand a bit too strong. And tapped around and controlled by Logan Nisley. Huskers trying to swing some momentum into the offensive set. It's Nisley on the trail. Wide open from 3. Bullseye! Logan Nisley left all alone. Cuts the deficit to 1.
It's been a tough night for Nisley from deep. Now just 2 of 7 from 3-point range. Usually much more efficient, but she's showing that she can grind it out on the perimeter and still make an impact.
Huskers go zone. They're 45% from 3. Horn with a jumper. She was left all alone. Bingo for Alexis Horn. She's got 18 on the afternoon. Nisley left wide open again. Bullseye! Logan Nisley, as Thomas came right out of the sneaker, levels this one up at 54.
Yeah, that one is still barely on her foot, as she will try to have to adjust. It might be 5 on 4 here, a little bit off defensively for Nebraska.
Huskers drop into a zone. Looks like a 3-2. Horn doesn't care. Step back, Jack. Bullseye! Alexis Horn with 21 points on the ball game. Have yourself a day.
8 of 12 from the field now for Horn. What a showing here in Lincoln.
Huskers down to 4 seconds. Nisley stop and pop. That one way too strong, and Lexi Alexander corrals it. The Lady Lions of Southeastern Louisiana lead this ball game by 3 heading into the fourth quarter. Thanks, Arden. And like she said, Jalencia Pierre has been a menace for this Lady Lions squad. She was a 2023 Defensive Player of the Year in the Southland Conference, so no stranger to getting her hands dirty on the defensive end. As we get the fourth quarter underway, Lady Lions have the possession. Cheyenne Daniels off the left side of the window, and good. Lady Lions extend it to 5, 59-54.
Cheyenne Daniels just went right at Alexis Markowski, one of the best centers, maybe the best center in the entire Big Ten Conference, and just flexed on her after she just muscled that layup through, Justice.
Swing it over to Nisley, now to Alberti Rimdahl on the inside, up with a layup, counted and a foul. The hoop and the harm for Alberti Rimdahl as she tries to cut this to a 2-point ball game. So Alberti Rimdahl, like Arden talked about earlier, a member of the Danish national team since 2020 as she draws this one back to a 2-point ball game.
And she got the start in place of Britt Prince, one of the top recruits in the entire country for this Nebraska Cornhuskers team with that sprained ankle, and she has been a solid option with 11 points now in the night.
As Pierre trying to dance against Widener. It's Alexander goes into the body of Natalie Potts and draws a foul. Lexi Alexander transferred in from Nichols, like we said, former McDonald's All-American nominee in her senior year of high school as she misses the front end. She averaged 14 last season, averaging 9 this season. As she goes over. A big goose egg in that column for Lexi Alexander. She's unable to convert either of the shots from the charity stripe.
That's a tough trip as well, as Nebraska could potentially take the lead now.
Winder with it. Huskers down by a deuce. Swing it over to Nisley. Skip past Potts. Left wing 3 on the way. She cans it for the lead. Natalie Potts, as Nebraska leads 60-59, their first lead of the ball game.
That's Potts' fourth three-pointer of the day on just 5 tries. It is insane inside Pinnacle Bank Arena right now.
Alexis Horn, she's got 21. Skips it inside to Alexander, trying to work her way through. Potts too strong off the window, no good. As they jump around for the rebound, Tyriana Sibley comes down with it for the Lady Lions. As Pierre will just try to calm it down. Daniels left all alone, drops it in. And the Lady Lions restore their advantage to 1.
Daniels now with 9 points. She kept that possession alive, tipped up the basketball on the rebounding effort, kept it away from the outstretched arms of the Huskers, and allowed for that second chance opportunity.
So back it goes to Widener. Now inside, Markowski. And Potts drives in. She's got a layup opportunity off the left side of the window and good. Natalie Potts with the scoop. She's up to 16 on the afternoon. Trying to back down on Rimdahl. Defensive specialist transferred in from Florida. Pierre with a left wing triple high. Archer on the way. That one off the left side of the rim. No good.
And you notice the Husker defense blitzing Horn that time, not letting her get an open look.
Rimdahl for 3. Bullseye! Alberti Rimdahl from the left corner drills it. 3 3-pointers on the day for Alberti Rimdahl in place of Britt Prince.
Fantastic job in her first start in a Husker uniform. Rimdahl has been massive on the perimeter.
6:30 left to play. 65-61. Huskers have restored the advantage. It's Horn driving in, trying to scoop it, and a foul will be called.
Get into the body of Natalie Potts, and she's 1 away from being done in this ballgame, which would be massive because she's got 16 points to lead the way for Nebraska.
Horn cans the first one. She sat out all of last season with an injury. It was a 2022-23 Southland Conference first teamer. As Callan Hake has it, Huskers lead by 2. 6:15 left to play in the ballgame. Southeastern Louisiana not going away at all. They have been gamed the entire contest.
Nebraska has Petrie in now in there for Potts with the foul trouble.
Dump inside to Bojan. Right hook on the way, and she got it. Easy sky into the basket for Petra Bojan.
4 of 4 from the field, double figures.
Halfway through the quarter, 5 minutes left to play in the ballgame. 67-63, Huskers lead. Rimdahl deflects that one out of bounds. Possession will stay with the Lady Lions of Southeastern Louisiana.
Less than 4:10 to go. Both Potts and Markowski turn to the scorer's table.
As an offensive foul is going to go against Southeastern Louisiana. And so here comes Callan Hake, guarded by Jalencia Pierre. No points in the last 2 minutes and 24 for Southeastern Louisiana. Inside, Markowski off the window, muscles it up and in. Alexis Markowski making her presence known in the later stages of this game.
Big finish for Markowski. She won't add a double-double here tonight, but she can certainly finish this game strong enough for a victory.
Here's Alexis Horn. She's got 23 inside to Daniels. Trips and throws one up and doesn't get anything as Markowski threw it away to Pierre.
Such a sneaky defensive player. Pierre saves a possession potentially.
Horn spin move, and that one just a bit too strong as she tries to corral the rebound. She does, and a foul will go against Alexis Markowski as Alexis Horn with the effort play. So Horn will head to the line. Like we said, missed last season with injury. It was a 2019-2020 Southland Conference Freshman of the Year. She misses the first one. She's at 23, make it 24 as she splits the difference from the charity stripe.
Yeah, Horn is not afraid to go at some of the best teams in all the land, and that is exactly what she's done here tonight against Nebraska.
As Hake trying to control it against Pierre, who continues to pester her on the defensive end. Potts falls down. That one's picked off. Horn gets it deflected. Chamberlain able to scoop it up. And up to the right hand, just short rebound by Chamberlain. Gets her own miss, tries to scoop it up. And again, the Huskers get beat on the glass. A second chance opportunity for Chamberlain. She'll head to the line for 2.
5-point game, not something a lot of people expected from this contest.
So Kaylee Chamberlain transferred in from McNeese. Now trying to provide a spark for the Southeastern Louisiana Lady Lions squad as she nails both free throws and cuts the deficit to a 3-point ball game.
The collection of talent from head coach Ayla Gazzardo has been really impressive for the last few seasons.
69-66, Huskers lead, 2:52 left to play. Hake looking for the pass to Markowski, goes inside, and a foul will go against Jalecia Pierre. Well, Southeastern Louisiana hasn't scored a field goal in 5 minutes and 34 seconds. Huskers really ramping things up defensively. Well, she's the Nebraska career double-double leader, and 3 times she's been on the Naismith Trophy watch list as she goes 1 for 2, a prolific player for this Nebraska squad.
And off the hands of the Lady Lions.
Just like you said, as now Logan Nisley inbounding. Gets it back from Markowski as Nisley tries to shake Pierre. Now it goes inside. One-on-one with Daniels as Markowski. Help from Horn. Kick up top. Hake with a triple on the way. That one a bit too strong off the left side. And a rebound to Kaylee Chamberlain as she is hounded by multiple Nebraska defenders. Here's Jalencia Pierre as the Lady Lions trail by 4. Almost gave it up to Alberti Rimdahl.
Yeah, Rimdahl up at the Nebraska end, applying pressure that high.
Pierre able to shake her momentarily inside to Alexander with a drop step, able to score over Hake and cut the deficit to 2.
She's got some size over Callan Hake, and another bucket for Alexander. 14 points on 12 shots today.
Well, it's just like Eric Collins of the Hornets said, they just won't go away, will they? Now Potts swings it over to Alberti Rimdahl. Rimdahl back to Hake. Wide open in the corner is Nisley. Bullseye! Logan Nisley, another triple. The Huskers lead by 5.
4 of 10, 40%. That's what you can expect from Logan Nisley in a ball game. Extremely good perimeter shooter.
Shot just a shade under 40% last year. 39.9 for the season. Prolific perimeter shooter. As now we tick down to 1:30 to play. Intercepted by Callan Hake. We got a tie up on the floor.
A timeout, Justice.
And it looks like a timeout. Natalie Potts was motioning for the timeout. Was able to get it just in time.
Both teams in the bonus as well, so some unforced contact will put either side to the free throw line. Not something you can afford down only by 5 points.
As a smart play by Southeastern Louisiana, pressuring full court to shorten the shot clock. Nisley into the corner for Rimdahl, looking for Markowski. One-on-one with Daniels on the inside. Markowski stepping through, and she's fouled by Jalencia Pierre on the inside, and that's going to be her 4th.
Markowski's done a great job tonight. When she doesn't dribble in the post, she keeps it high.
Markowski nets the first one, extends the advantage.
It's getting close to desperation time now for the Lady Lions.
And they put up a really good fight as Markowski's able to get
Pretty
both.
Good defense from both sides. It's just been an amazing offensive night for the Huskers and the Lady Lions.
As Jalencia Pierre brings it up, drops it in to the elbow for Horn, trying to scoop it up off the right window, too strong, and a rebound collected by Natalie Potts.
And at what point do you start fouling? Shot clock is still separating, but
and a foul's going to go against Lexi Alexander.
You kind of have to save as much time as possible.
And when you talk about the comparison, the points in the paint, Southeastern Louisiana has 40. They've won the points off turnovers battle as Callan Hake goes. Southeastern Louisiana will inbound with Alexis Horn. Out of the timeout, they move up to the coach's side, so they get it in their own half. Horn driving in, jumper on the way, just a bit too strong for everything. Rebound inside by Kaylee Chamberlain, tapped around. Ball flying around everywhere. Someone's got to get control of it. Finally, Alexis Markowski stakes her claim. Up ahead, Potts ran all alone, swatted away by Lexi Alexander, but a foul. The leading scorer for this Huskers team today. She's got 16, make it 17 with that made free throw. She shot 25.4% a season ago, so a marked improvement from last year. Inside, Potts corrals the rebound as Markowski corralled that one as Potts went 1 for 2 at the line, as Hake will try to dribble this out. About 3-second difference between the shot and the game clock. 10 seconds left. Huskers up 77-68, just trying to dribble it out for one final possession. As Hake's going to draw the contact against Jalencia.
Yeah, she was. I mean, the defense was as advertised for Pierre, applying a ton of defensive pressure on this Nebraska backcourt all night long.
Yeah, 3 steals on the day for Jalencia Pierre. Certainly helped in the turnover margin. Hake goes 1 for 2. Huskers lead by 10, 78-68. As Horn will get it ahead, Chamberlain triggers the 3. It's too late for everything, and Nebraska survives a scare in Pinnacle Bank Arena. They win this one 78-68. Jake, what a game we were treated to here on Big Ten Plus.
One of the best games that you'll see early in the non-conference section for Nebraska. And for Southeastern Louisiana, this one's got to hurt that you don't pick up the victory. But when you really think about it overall at the end, this is a fantastic effort.